In these questions, we are given a group of 3, 4, or occasionally 5 words and asked to find a word that could be put in front of those words to form new compound words. For example, we may be given the words rest, room, scarf, and ache, and we are asked which word could go before all these words. In many exams, you will be given a multiple choice set of answers, and this makes things easier. If you do have a list of possible answers, work through these one by one, testing each of the answer choices before all of the words. Make sure that the word you think is correct goes with all of the words. Examiners often try to trick you by putting in the answer choices that go with some of the words, but not others. For instance, they might have put foot as one of the answers in this example. You would then put foot in front of rest to make footrest, which is a proper word. However, foot room, foot scarf, and foot ache are not proper words. Even if you think that foot room and foot ache might be words, you'll know straight away that foot scarf certainly isn't. So don't leap into giving an answer before trying out all the possible combinations. In other exams, you are not given a multiple choice set of answers, and you have to write down the full word. There's no getting away from the fact that with these questions, you often either see the answer quite quickly or you don't. Nevertheless, if you're finding them tricky, there is a technique that can help. Firstly, read through all of the words one at a time and do your best to think of any words that can go before them. For example, you might spot that bed could go before room to make bedroom. Once you find a word like this, then test it against the other words. You'll soon spot that bed scarf or bedache definitely aren't words. Bed rest sounds like it could be, but that isn't either. Always remember we need to find the word that could go before all of the words, not just one or two. So with bed not being the answer, try and spot any other words that might work. It's often easier to try and find something that will go with one of the more specific words that are perhaps less common. In our example, rest and room and ache are all rather general words that come up all the time. Scarf, however, is a little more specific and is therefore likely to have fewer words that can be joined to it to form a compound word. Looking at scarf, try to think what types of scarf there are, and you might spot that there are 2 common ones. One that goes around your neck and one that goes around your head. Indeed, headscarf is a word. Trying head in front of all 4 of the words in the question gives us headrest, headroom, headscarf, and headache, and we can see that we've found our answer. So for these questions, remember the following points. Number 1, always look for a word that can go before all of the other words. Number 2, when they are multiple choice, work through all the possible answers one by one. And number 3, if they're not multiple choice, then look at specific words rather than general words.